What's up? What's going on? Welcome. The hell is going on out there, fools? What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives, bro? Society's crumbling. The pedophiles won. What did you do today? Did you play video games? Did you win? Fuck you. When's the last time you talked to your fucking family? Not you, Kevin. You come every day. You need a break. You need to play some video games. What are we doing? What's up? This is one of the worst times in history. I mean, probably not. Probably medieval times is worse. Sorry, boo. I need to bump you. But I was thinking that, yeah, I'm not going to say anything for a non-subscriber. So, I'm thinking what we need to do here, what I need to do, because my life, you biting me? I'm pissed too. We need to set some goals. One of the podcasts I listened to, they did a vision board on there, which sounds corny on there, but we're going to put some goals down of what we want to do. And then we're going to check in with each other. And we're going to... I'm going for a Nightcrawler type vibe here. It's never good. The bottom eyelid only exists to show when someone is schizo. I fully have a bottom eyelid right now. When you see a white beneath the eye, it's not good on there. But, you know, I figured we'd check in. State of the Union here. Things are tough. I know my bills have doubled. Life has become seemingly unlivable. Most of that is my fault, though. I can sit around and cry about the pedophile cabals that run this country that you voted for. We all know there's no such thing as voting. We all know there was no virus. We all know this Twitch will be shut down. But let's say some goals for the year here. Mine, I'll start. I want to grow Guyble studies. I want to stream every day. I want to get better at streaming on there. That's what I'm thinking. I guess I should be writing these down somewhere. I want to find new and exciting ways to stream, to interact with the Patreon, to grow beyond this insular family we have. Because so much of my free time is wasted, and I know maybe we all have different varying degrees of free time and availability, but the amount of time I waste scrolling through nothing, watching something on streaming that I don't even like, strolling through the streaming menus, and then never watching anything. I want to read a damn book. Where's my notes? Let's see. Let's take some notes here. What do you guys want to do this year? We're almost halfway through. We done anything? We lost 2 years to some bullshit. Even if no matter what, I don't think necessarily the virus wasn't real. I think everything we did in response to the virus was bullshit and fucked everyone up, and now everyone is schizoed. Every small business is gone, except Guyble studies. No, everyone hates each other for no reason. Everyone thinks the other person is saying bad no words is violence. Like, what are we doing? Don't get you're not getting banned by mods this year. Sorry, I'm being texted here. Where I would love to have someone love me back, but you must realize you have to make yourself go to a concert and do your first mosh pit. That's a good one. I'm saying I gotta become a person that someone would want to love. I made big mistakes in pushing people away that actually cared about me. And I was... Thank you. Good. Shout outs Christ is King. 1776 will rise again. But like I was saying, pushed away people that cared about me. And then now I regret it. And then what is left after that on there, I've fallen in love with every person that shows any sort of attention, no matter how retarded, no matter how juvenile or well, not juvenile literally, but how not in line with my thinking or values, or even worth my time. What else? What would you guys like to do? That's the State of the Union. We're having a good time. Sorry, I just got a text from nobody. We're I'd like to work out on there. They're all just spitballing. Hey, I appreciate it. Not all women. But, no, I mean, I've probably been more depressed. I mean, recently not so bad, but for the better part of a year than ever. And, what do you do to get out of that? How do you deal with that? I mean, for weaker people, maybe substances and drinks. But I can't quit vaping. Yeah, that's what I did a lot of foolish stuff, wasted a lot of money, snorted a lot of things, money, expensive things. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, yeah, maybe I know I personally don't have a chemical imbalance, and I think a lot of that makes shit worse when you medicate it, but I ain't no fucking doctor. But also, it seems like doctors don't know fucking anything about anything. So, yeah, find one friend. Yeah, I feel like I've alienated a lot of my friends, or I don't have a lot of friends. I'm lucky to have a pretty long-standing friend group. But yeah, I'm thinking, get a community going here. If we get any money would certainly be appreciated. I'd need to generate some sort of residual income. I hope to bring some sort of value to whatever amount you give. I have this sweet, whatever this is, hive or something going on my face. But save my money, and then I definitely need to, find another source of income besides my 9 to 5. I'm lucky to have a 9 to 5 that plays well, but it's becoming not enough. Also, I should, one way I found to save money today is thanks to our president and certain laws, stake some crypto. I was thinking about you, Brady, and gym, and I know nothing about crypto, but it seems like I need to learn these types of things, stock market and crypto, unless I want to be, no offense, but my father working at 70 with, I imagine, some savings, but still working. He started much later than I did on that, but I don't want to have to. This type of job does afford me, a lot of luxuries as far as just steady income and a steady schedule that would allow me to do these types of things. I need to stop doom scrolling through my phone for all of my free time, or staring at YouTube. But yeah, what are some call in? I guess I don't have a call in. Oh, thank you. My sister got me that. Yeah, you realize how much of your time is wasted doing literally nothing, where it's impossible to even watch a movie on there. Y'all catch me when we're watching on Twitch on there. Granted, it was Friday, or the Nightmare 2, which sucks dick. Sorry, Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Yeah, you can barely move. It's a great time to learn something. I don't know. Read a fucking book. What else? Fucking. Oh my god. Let's see. I guess, yeah, gotta work on yourself if you want to attract the right type of people. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, when's the last time I've talked to another person? Yeah, shoutouts. Yeah. I think, I need to change my routine and not waste my money on. I mean, you did pretty good, Brady, as far as your quarantine. Didn't you make a bunch of money in crypto? I need to learn how to do that type of shit on here. I have literally $0. But going back to what I was saying, thanks to our president here, I don't think I'll ever pay for groceries again on there. You just go in, you fill your cart, and then you walk out with the stuff. And, they're not going to... They didn't even look. They're not going to stop you. I'm not saying you have to steal all your groceries, but now I'm thinking maybe you should. Live a lot healthier. Get good stuff like Baby Bell. Who are you harming in that situation? Literally no one. You're Les Miserables. You're Les Miserables. You're Les Miserables. So I think that's what the Democrats want. Is for us to, I think it's $900 worth of stuff. Yeah, I'm just stealing the shit they would have thrown out. All those frozen meals that last 3-4 years. Maybe we won't do that every time. But then once you start getting that cart full and you realize, like, oh yeah, like, I'm thinking I should have got other stuff. I should have got shampoo. I'm running out of shampoo. So, hail payment, steal. What's some other ideas here? Connect with family. I gotta, I spend more time with my parents than I used to on there. But, be lucky if they're alive in 10, 15 years. It's a sad thing to think about. What was I listening to? I was listening to a podcast, and the guy said something pretty profound for being a Guinea piece of shit comedian. He said, he was talking to his friend, and he said, if you knew that, you had, for them, they see their parents maybe, hey, thank you for the bits. If you see your parents, 10 times a year, why wouldn't you try to double that? Or no, if you knew that you're only going to see because his father's pretty old. He's saying if you knew that you're only going to see them 10 more times. Why wouldn't you do everything in your power to double that? It's like, oh yeah, damn. I mean, my sister's better at this. She sees them all the time, but it's like, oh yeah, you still got your grandparents around. Yeah, good for you. But yeah, it's like my parents are great, and yeah, I don't really spend any time with them. So yeah, I'm gonna regret that. I think I'm gonna regret that more than the sweet girlfriend that I let get away by being mean to her. Because I certainly regret that a lot. But yeah, I think I'll probably be pretty sad when my parents are dead, and I was like, oh, I didn't spend more time with them. These are just things. You don't have to dwell on them. Death. Yeah. So now, you chase away the good ones, and you're stuck with the retarded ones. Well, you're not stuck with them. You gotta cut them out of your life. You gotta cut no offense to actual retarded people, but people that are just content with, waking up at 5 p.m. and living at their parents', just girl stuff that you would never get away with as a guy. But yeah, I don't have to get into it. Having their boyfriend pay everything and then hang out with me. Those types of people. See your parents more on there. Go on Tinder. Want to shoot yourself in the face for what you see on Tinder. If anyone has a friend for Jeff, let me know on there. Because, a man is not an island. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter the time you wake up. It's sort of just what you do at that time. I'm forced to get up to do some bullshit ass 9-to-5 job, although it pays well, and it is the mail, so I don't feel like it is a useful service to a lot of people. It's easy to get jaded when you're like the only one working during a pandemic, and then everyone's telling you you're retarded for not getting the vax that doesn't do anything that they said it would do. Oh yeah, I mean, I props to you for cutting caffeine down. I struggle with cutting out the nicotine, and even that wasn't that hard. But cutting out caffeine, I don't know. I mean, I haven't been sleeping. It's probably because of cutting off the nicotine. But it's a lot better than the alternative. Well, I guess. I don't know. Is it? I'm grasping at straws here. But I'm having fun doing the Guyble studies. I'd like to see it grow. It just gives me, even if we're just fucking watching movies on there doing Astropiece, like if I'd much rather watch movies with my friends online and laugh at them than like kind of half watch a movie on my phone until like Paul Dano Riddler pops up and I'm like, oh, that scene was pretty good, and then the other scenes are just fucking boring. Just fucking a dumbass walking around in a suit just being like, guh, fuck, dude. Maybe the second 2 hours is good, but fuck, dude. Shit. How does anyone watch these comic book movies and feel anything? I don't. That's when people are like, "How do you watch those shitty Italian movies?" It's like at least it's something. I can't remember anything. I can't remember anything of any superhero movie I've seen ever. The last one I remember is Tobey Maguire. It's not. Yeah, it's not an original thought to be like superhero movies suck. But I feel like every movie that is pushed sucks, and I guess that's what every old fart says every generation, even in the 80s. Yeah, I mean, that's the move. Everyone should have. It won't stop it. These man babies will still get their fucking Marvel movies. I can respect that Batman is at least a little different. Darkman, you could call him Darkman, sure. Haven't seen Darkman since I was a little kid, but, Sam Raimi's cool. I'd like to say, oh man, really excited for Doctor Strange. It also just looks like a piece of shit. Like, I mean, I'm sure it's better than most pieces of shit are gonna be, but you know, it's just a fucking loud, explodey thing. Who saw Ghostbusters? Apparently, it was great. Like, who the fuck saw Ghostbusters? Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck about anything? Yeah, I liked the first Doctor Strange. I couldn't tell you anything that happened in it. That's how the majority of this is. Meanwhile, our president's the one that put the kids in cages, not the Orange Man bad. See, I'm connecting the dots. State of the Union here on there. You know, it's tough. It's tough not to go schizo. But I think everyone is dealing with this mental. Yeah, hold on. Did you see Doctor Strange in 3D? I'm gonna wait and see. Send bits. Let's wait. We gotta figure this out first. Hey, thanks. Shout outs. That's my sister in the chat. Shamrock, $10. Swag. It's gonna get better. I'd say what we do, let's make our list now of what we want to do this year. Or I'm gonna make my notes. You get out your note or write down first on the list. Let me hit plus. I'm gonna type vision board. And maybe we should make actual vision boards. I saw them do this on Dad Meat Podcast. Dad Meat Podcast is a very great, funny, and inspirational podcast where they call themselves the fat retards, and they're like, we've been fat retards our whole lives, and now we're just doing our best to not be fat retards. So save sort of vibes there. It could be a Skate Fest. They're both very funny. Shout out Dad Meat. I'd say check them out. I don't think anyone that likes this wouldn't like that, but nobody takes my recommendations on fucking anything. But, sorry, vision board. Let's see. So, number 1, grow Guyble study. Grow Guyble study. I'm gonna get better at learning how to do these streams. This was very easy, and this is 10 times better. That's a good goal. Want to be happy, but we got to figure out that's the end of all these goals is be happy. So that's the end goal. So yeah, let's put that number 1. Even though that will be, but what does that mean? Be happy. So be happy. So for me, be happy is growing Bible study or Guyble studies into a bigger community that, yes, will be a nice second source of income for me, but it gives me something to look forward to. The last time I called out of work was because we did Guyble studies. I got pumped and I was editing and I got blackout drunk being excited about that. Not that that's a good reason to call out of work, but I was having a lot of fun. I got really excited. I called Kevin. I said I was going to move in with Kevin and change my mind on that one on there. But, it's nice to have something to look forward to on there. I mean, this is literally better than whatever I would be doing right now. Talking to y'all. Growing Guyble studies. I would like to work out consistently. It's not, considering what I would spend on, drugs, booze, and nicotine, it would be much less expensive to get a gym membership. To go to the gym. I think I need I'm not one of these people like Kevin or whatever that can just work out at home and do that consistently. So work out consistently throughout the week. I think as long as I did it, right after work, that's an attainable goal. I'm not saying go 5 days a week, but if you do 3 times a week, Yeah, I mean, we go to the games all the time. That's the last game of the season. That was a great game, too. Yeah, I mean, the standalone content. I mean, things. I would like to film more things. I'm thinking maybe get like a GoPro or something, do more vlog style things. Although, I mean, this is essentially a vlog, and I think it's nice to have this interaction. Um, Standalone content outside of that, I mean, the Guyble Studies is just essentially my podcast. It's not going to be a strict format. We've done the Bible for 2 chapters or 2 videos of it. I would eventually like to get, that's a nice thing to have on the back burner if you run out of ideas. Just keep reading the Bible. It's just tough. This, like, as you saw once we got past the first part of Genesis, it's pretty tough. I'm not really concerned about growing a brand. I mean, I would, it'd be nice. But yeah, I mean, I could learn the ins and outs of editing. Right now, I'm trying to, just get, I only have 4 subscribers or whatever, so it's not like I worry about perfecting my video editing. I'd rather just keep plugging along and see how this goes. Not to make excuses. Yeah, growing Guyble Studies is getting better at all these things. Eventually I'll have some dumbass thumbnails of me going like, ooh, and then that should work on there, and then my videos will all be taken off of YouTube on there. None of the ones that the only ones I can upload to YouTube are the ones like this. I'll probably have to cut out the Kanye intro, but they rejected all the other ones. So those will just have to stay. I'll find another way to upload those. I mean, those were just more fun watching the Christian stuff. Those are on the Patreon. They're on Twitch. I have them saved. I might upload them in another format. Also, I can't appeal any of these fair use things until my account has been over 30 days. So in the meantime, I'm going to probably throw this one up for free. But I also don't want to throw too much up for free because nobody joins unless there's content. And right now there's, probably 15 hours of content on there, but I only have 4 people that are subscribed. So no offense, but I'm not going to really bust my ass until I see any sort of reaction to it. But no excuses. I'm going to continue doing this. I mean, I think we've been pretty consistent and it's been pretty fun. I mean, there's so much time in my day that can be used to do this after work when I'm not stealing groceries. I could easily just be on here. We could be watching a movie. It's much easier to do it on Twitch. Right now we're living in the heyday of them not catching on to me just watching movies on Twitch while I'm in the corner. So that's been fun. SciTube was much more of a hassle for a thing that nobody even uses. This, I think we're safe because we're in Christian, Jewish, chatty English Bible trivia section. So until the community outgrows that, then we'll have to figure out some private type shit. I would like to reconnect with Kevin more and maybe get with him on working on some content. The content king, Kevin, at least knows his way around creating community, considering he hasn't worked in how many years. So shout outs to Kevin. What are we doing? So work out consistently on there. What are some other goals you guys have? How are you going to make yourself happy? I mean, I would like to grow your Guyble Studies, work out consistently, learn skills that will make me useful, make someone want to, know me. For a lot of people I know probably don't have a reason to know me. I'm lucky by being just naturally the funniest person alive. A lot of you people couldn't say that. You fucking freaks! I'm also one of the laziest piece of shit person alive that has had a community he could have been building off of for over 15 years that has barely done anything with it because I'm a fucking loser. So maybe do that. Save some of my money and use some of that. use some of my God-given talents. And then maybe learn a few other ones on there. Maybe make myself someone that someone would want to date instead of throw in the garbage and never speak to again. Not sure if I'm blocked or, if they're getting the messages or, I should just stop sending them. How about that? They'll stop sending the messages and not worry about it. Do they even live in the state anymore? Who knows? There's no way to know. Who cares? Not me. Nobody. Who would care about that? It's so dumb. What are you guys going to do to be happy? I got Trixie here. Being a boo. I'm going to get another beer. That's the key to happiness, is drinking. It's always served me well. So, definitely don't cut down on that. This beer, I feel like, went bad. This beer is not good. Something up with this beer. Something up with this beer. It says September, but it does not taste good. It tastes skunked. It says it's good till September. Tastes a little skunked. Which is weird for a Bud Light that should not taste like anything. Yeah, there's something definitely not right with this Bud Light. Maybe I'm dying. Maybe I'm having a stroke or something. That'd be nice. Just dying. Let's see. Be happy. Yeah, put out more content. I would like to do different types of content. I would like to do some stuff with Kevin. Get out more. Hang out with some of my friends I don't hang out with that I should. So what do we got? Grow Guyble studies. Work out consistently. Get out and meet people. Because you're 33 and dying. It's not going to get better. Although, if you're a guy, you only get handsomer. Look how much handsomer I am than I used to be. I used to be a fat piece of shit. Now I'm just a skinny piece of shit. Imagine if I work out. Look how deviated my septum is. Also not good when only one nostril works if you're snorting things. It's not great for that. Not currently. Don't worry. What else? What are we thinking about? Anything. Call in. I don't have a line to call into, but yeah, I mean, I think this is good. We're making some progress. We'll get our vision boards together. Get out, me. Treat people better. Should treat people better. I mean, I'm sure that you can find a way to do callers. I have like Zoom or Skype on here somewhere, but I don't want to try to figure that out mid-stream. What else? I might have Skype on here. I don't know if I do. Skype. do. I don't have it downloaded. I don't know. Let's not worry about callers. You do callers eventually, though. That's not a bad idea. Who's calling? Get a soundboard. Eventually need to upgrade my rig. Need to get moved out of this apartment at some point because it is a waste of money for what I get. Oh my god. Although I have not looked at what the prices of other things are currently, but the fact that my studio apartment is like $11.70 for that, including the internet and not including like the electricity, I pay more than what me and Kevin's entire house cost back in, what was that? Hey kitty. 2017, 2014? When did we move there? When did you... Remember when you used to run up and down the stairs with your fat ass? With your fat Goomba? Your fat Goomba ass? Do you have poop on your butt? The other day she just had poop hanging from her butt. That was cool. Your fat butt cheeks, huh? What do you have to say for that? Nothing? You're just ashamed? Wow. I would be ashamed too. But yeah, I mean, it's enough wallowing and being sad and doing nothing about it other than drinking and drugs, smoking weed. Weed is so gay. Who's smoking weed over the age of 15? Me, obviously, but it's fucking gay. And it's easy to just... I worked so many shitty retail jobs for so long because I just smoked weed also. So just accepted it. It didn't look to improve myself in any way. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I never felt like weed helped me sleep. Then again, I haven't slept good in, a while. I haven't had weed in a while. So... but I feel like a lot of that, too, is just... getting caught in the infinite scroll, and not like when you do a hard labor or work out a lot, your body is exhausted at the end of the day, versus, granted, my job is a little more physical than any job, but like, any office job, but oh yeah, if you have actual schizophrenia in your family, that's like the one thing weed is supposed to be terrible for. So don't do that. Fuck. I guess. Yeah, deleting apps. What apps are you gonna delete on there? My whole thing is more of just like I need to like have a cutoff. It's like a couple hours before sleep or something. Because throughout the day, I can only really look at, during work days anyways, I can only really look at my phone and slide them out because of you're just timed and have to get stuff done by a certain time. But the second I'm out of work on there, my screen time is like 8 hours a day or some shit. Some crazy shit, like 7 hours I think it was on one of the days. On a day off, weesh. It's the old, cliche of opening and closing the same app over and over. Yeah, I need to watch more Disney movies. Maybe put that on my vision more. Watch more Disney movies about being gay and little kids' sexuality. Yeah, I mean, also, I guess it depends on what you're taking in from those things. I mean, there's nothing to even look on Facebook. I only have Facebook for these type of things. I haven't even made a Guyble Studies Facebook just because I'm like, is Facebook even worth, like, is that getting me any traffic to these things when I post it on there? It's hard to say. And is it an effective tool for marketing if you don't pay for it? I don't know. I used to spend way too much time making stuff on Facebook. So yeah, I mean, I basically just have Facebook for like if I were to be in a dating app, which is another whole nightmare. I don't know the last time you tried being on a dating app, but it's tough being on a dating app when you've lost faith in humanity, and then most of these dog-brained individuals have the exact same. Just watching my shows and going on adventures and it's just vacations. And it's like, what do you do? What do you think about? Do you think about anything? Is your plan to just fuck around and then set up shop in someone's established life? Because it seems like that's a lot of non-penis having individuals plan. Not to go MGTOW on it, but it just seems to be, fuck around and then, find someone. It really depends. I don't know how anyone meets anyone. The one good person I met, I just worked with them, and then I fucked that up by, taking them for granted. And, grass is always greener type thing, and then you're like, oh no, fuck. It's complicated. We gotta get ourselves out there. It's just tough because it seems like the majority of society does not think about these types of things, and then it's difficult to have a conversation. A lot of people's conversation is just like, oh yeah, what do you like? Did you see this show? Oh yeah, I heard that was good. I heard that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, can you tell me anything about it? Oh, it's just great. You gotta see it. Okay. Do you like food? Yeah. I mean, but of course this would never get beyond. I would answer their question and then ask them a question and just never hear from them again. Because of ladies, I almost said females. Jesus Christ, hold on. A female. The fairer sex dating app experience is much different. They never tell them that every friend they have that is a guy is literally just an orbiter. They do not like to hear that. Even though, yeah. Oh my god. My last experience is definitely like, oh yeah, every friend of yours I meet is this guy that is just floating around. I would like to say waiting for me to fuck up, but you were never actually currently dating me. Like, literally, like I'm the mistress. But enough about me. But yeah, they do not like to hear that every male friend they have is not their friend. Because no guy has ever wanted a female friend. And it sounds MGTOW shit. But, he might end up with a female friend. But you guys fucking suck. Like, what do we talk about? Fuck. This got derailed. Guyble studies. We're gonna be happy. I feel like I'm learning a lot about. Should I just stare directly at? Nightcrawler, stare directly at the screen. Females. I need to watch more. I need to watch Nightcrawler again too. Classic Jake G. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's a great point. Kevin said, world is backwards. No one wants you to speak the truth in love. Just speak whatever indifferently. Yeah. Yeah, how many times, like, someone has basically, like, agreed with me and then just been like, yeah, whatever though. Like, okay, I guess just don't think about that type of stuff. even when you're where you have to you'll get into, because again, not to harp on the same person, but this is like a fake woke person that doesn't actually think about these things, just gets into it, and then you'll get into a conversation where you have to defend, like, you're talking about free speech absolutionism and why you have to protect the KKK's right to free speech, not because you love the KKK, but then you get stuck in all of a sudden you're defending the Nazis, only to be like, the only reason to do that is so that you can also be communist or whatever you want to be, but then you can't, it's hard to dig yourself back up out of, the Holocaust is kind of overblown. I don't know. I shouldn't say this on Twitch, but it's hard to walk that stuff back without someone being able to have a nuanced conversation about those types of things. And most people aren't able to have nuanced conversations, and then they also are brainwashed by their friend groups and media and stuff that want you just have to think the right thing. My nose is super crooked. I'm thinking, looking at it, is it just because of this camera? I think it's because this camera does the mirror where it's actually what I look like when people look at me, and you only ever see yourself in the mirror. But my nose is fucked up, huh? It's so weird to see yourself the way other people see you when it's not mirrored. You know what I mean? Huh. I don't know. Is this making sense? I feel like we're making good headway here. This is a good pod. This one should be able to just go right up on YouTube. I might have to cut that Kanye stuff out there, but I think I'll just throw this up on YouTube for free. So I think this is a good entry point. Obviously, if you can't afford $5 a month, don't worry about it, but it certainly helps me out. I have a couple different Patreons I support, and it makes my life so much better because I have so much time where if I didn't have podcasts and things of that nature, which is a thing I never really got into or listened to, even though I was a part of a podcast for 15 years. Now I spend 8 hours a day listening to podcasts, and nobody will listen to me about what podcasts are good. But it's okay. It's fine. Scam police don't take Rex. People don't take Rex from anyone. I don't take Rex from anyone, really, for the most part. Everyone is obsessed with finding the thing first. And then we'll, 6 months down the line be like, oh yeah, I like that thing too that you told me about 6 months ago, but I never looked into. People are strange. I'm strange. I'm an asshole. I'm a piece of shit. But it gets better. It's gonna get better. Patreon.com/Guyble Studies. I'd like to get into some more mediums. I'd love to start making more videos and things like that. I mean, right now I'm just trying to get any sort of money. And also, I get paid pretty well. I've made some very poor financial decisions. So, Oh yeah, nobody's not saying you're not a piece of shit, Daewoo. Hey, we're all struggling. I think most people are struggling. Money don't buy happiness. I think it's important to say these things though, because also a trap you can fall into is everyone telling you you're doing great when you're not doing anything. I've definitely caught myself applauding people working part-time. Wow, good for you, you're doing it because you're a girl. Wow, good for you. Work a 4-hour shift? That's amazing. I've worked since I was 14. I have nothing. So I think it's don't be too hard on yourself, but you also should be able to float above yourself from a third person perspective. If I was not me, would I think I was doing a good job? Would I think would I want to be around me? Would I want to date me? on there. Yeah, but I mean, like, you could be full of yourself and just be delusional, and then, find out late in life that you wasted your life thinking you're the shit. Thin Blue Line, Shay, Dusty's here. But yeah, like, do you want to be that guy that, got like some sort of traumatic brain injury and now makes like shitty paintings, but everyone's like, oh my god, Spencer, your paintings are just so good. That's or do you want to just have like, I would like someone to, you want that friend group that's like, do you want to hit a 3-point and everyone be like, yeah, which is great if you are retarded. Shout outs to the retards. Dude, I'm not hating on them, but if you're just a 28-year-old woman like working part-time, maybe, I guess if you have no inner monologue about that, I don't know. I feel like people's brains work differently. Some people are okay with being like, I like my shows and I like food and I like vacations and I like my movies and I like shows. Do you like show? I remember one time I saw show, and one time I also went and got food here. Did you get food there before? You didn't like food there. I like food there. Maybe bad time, get food there. Maybe go again, food be better there. Then get food, come back, watch show. Like, you can't approach those people and be like, did you know that, clearly, like, at this point, it's normie that, 9/11 wasn't real, or was clearly something's going on there. But did you know that all of that, everything like that, is a lie? You want to talk about that? No? Okay. All right. No worries. Remember that Epstein thing? You think we were all in agreement on that being weird? Oh, it's done? It's good? All right. Yeah, the Franklin scandal. Did you know that, everyone involved with this has died or been, this thing that was actually confirmed is basically Pizzagate, that thing that was never debunked, happened before. It was not a black guy running it. If you think it goes much higher than that. But sure, I mean, there was a black guy involved in that. Right? Thank God we caught him and that stuff's over. Just like Epstein. Let's put a sweet doc about Epstein on Netflix. Barely mention the children. It's more about young women. And then we caught him. And it's done. And then, he killed himself. So it's over. So you watch show. And eat food. And go park. Go Mickey. Go see Mickey at Mickey's house. You can go to Mickey's house. Do you know who's in charge of Mickey's house? What if a lot of them were in charge of the other guy's house? The house on the island? What if a lot of them went there? But you can see Mickey. You see Mickey again? Oh, and what if Spider-Man was there too? Wow. Spider-Man and Mickey. Well, what else? Oh, yeah, I mean, I have the PDF on, that Italian food gate that never, we decided it was over for some reason. We decided that was completely crazy. even though from time immemorial we see Moloch and Masonic imagery since the beginning of art and society. Why is that the one thing that persists? Seems pretty strange. Pan imagery, all those things. Why does that persist throughout times? Probably nothing. Probably for no reason. Probably nothing going on there. But that's another stream. That's another stream where we deep dive into all of that. Fuck. Any questions? I feel like we didn't put anything on here except grow Guyble study, work out. Go out and meet people. What are we going to do to meet people? What sort of fun activities are we going to do besides, I guess, going to bars? I don't know how anyone meets anyone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, aside from once you're an adult, what do you like? Where do you meet a person? The dating apps are garbage. Just literal garbage. I guess you can meet. I've only ever really had success kind of once with that person, and it's not exactly going great. Or with that app. Wouldn't say it's going swimmingly. Just gotta go talk to strangers and be like, hey, do you know the Pizzagate was never debunked? A lot of people don't want to have that conversation. And then a lot of people that want to have that conversation too much. And I get shit for it. You know, you can't let yourself get too skizzed out about that. I guess the only way to meet people is to join patreon.com/GuyBleStudy. One day a girl will be on there. Or maybe you'll meet another guy. Why are these Bud Lights skunked out? That's what I get for stealing Bud Light. Is it in my head? I think this is a skunky ass Bud Light. Whew. Alright. Well, I think that's a State of the Union. I think we'll check back in. Jamming them tomorrow. Patreon.com/GuyBleStudies. I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put this up on the RSS. I don't know if people realize this. But yeah, all the episodes that aren't like movie streams or whatever are also put up in audio form to listen to the pod catcher of your choice. But I ain't putting those up for free. Those are on patreon.com/GuyBleStudies, and I just switched it to one tier, $5 tier. I mean, maybe later on do more tiers. I had a 5 and a 10. Nobody joined the 10. A couple people joined the 5. Let's just stick with 5 for now. 5 is good. 5. I'm a Patreon member of several Patreons for $5. Ain't no skin off my back. And not for nothing, there's at least almost 20 hours of content now on there, audio and video. More to come. But hey, I'm glad all these people are. We're going to continue doing these live streams. I don't think I will be leaving these live streams up for very long after, because Daddy has got to get paid. But this I think I'm just going to upload. I'm going to leave this one up, and I think I'm going to upload it to YouTube for free. Just to give motherfuckers a taste. And the first episode's on there for free. Genesis 1 through 17. Very fun. That's the working out the kinks. The audio is not great, but that's up on there. The audio actually isn't that bad. I've listened to plenty of podcasts with shit audio. This audio is fine. We will upgrade the equipment accordingly. So, okay, you're on the Patreon. The pussy is coming soon. That I can promise you. But we've got to make our vision boards. Think your homework for tonight is to make a list of goals. And everyone says this, but we got to write down these goals and then we got to put them places. We got to make vision boards. I'm going to work on better goals. I didn't have anything prepared. I was just getting fired up, listening to some pods, thinking about my damn life and what I want to change about it. Because, I feel like pandemic or no pandemic, a lot of people have just been wallowing in their sadness. I know I have. I've been wallowing in my sadness and not do anything to change my sadness. So how about we be sad together and grow in grace and love and reach enlightenment for boys and girls. All right. Patreon.com/Guyble Studies. Jim and them tomorrow. Of course, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I feel like it's going to be a good one. And this was very cathartic for me. I feel like this has been positive. I am going to go cry. And, we will wake up a better person. And we will strive. We will, what is it? We will fight the light or whatever, that old thing. And then we will come back stronger for it. All right, y'all. Love you. Peace.